Hey y'all, how's it going? Get Meowth here. The expansion's right around the corner and I'm crazy excited. I've done all my reviews and now time for the part that I'm the most excited about, theorycrafting some wild decks with the new cards. You can find the links and the codes for these decks down below in the comment section. I also want to shout out Corbett, an awesome wild player and streamer, for theorycrafting some of these decks with me. He's an awesome guy and you guys should check out and follow him on all of his socials, also down below. A reminder that you can catch these decks in live action by following me on my Twitch channel. We'll be streaming every day once the expansion drops. And if you can't catch me live, don't worry about it. You can find the highlights of all these decks here on my YouTube channel as well. I'll be doing one short video per class, and so this one's going to be all about Rogue, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so Rogue got some really weird tools that we're going to try to take advantage of. Rogue's not the class that I feel the most comfortable deck building with, though, so if you guys have any suggestions or new decks that I just completely missed, please let me know down in the comments below. Alright, so we have a Galakrond in Rogue, so of course we have to try to make a Galakrond Rogue deck. So I tried to take it kind of a combo-y route. I do like my Tempo Malygos combo decks. It just gives you a little bit of more flexibility with how you play the deck. So what I have here is my first initial take on the deck. I think Candle Breath is pretty damn insanely powerful. It's a 3-mana draw 3, and so that's pretty powerful. So what you basically want to be doing is you want to be running some higher density of dragons than we normally do. So I've got stuff like Twilight Guardians as a little bit of a defensive option, and then you got the big old whelps and the Shielded Galakronds and the Azure Drakes for that mid game. And so what we are ideally looking to do here is we're going to go Malygos and then prep a gang up on the Malygos, and then once we have the Galakrond, we draw the Malygos for 0, multiple Malygos for 0 mana, and then you can combo off with stuff like Sinister Strikes and Eviscerates. This is a very ambitious combo, but definitely something that I'm going to try to get to work, and it's going to be awesome once it does. So next up we have a non-Galakrond take on a Malygos Rogue deck. I had to go the mid-range route, of course, rather than the Kobold Illusionist build. Try to take advantage of the Candle Breath card. And so what we have here with Malygos, we've got Tomb Pillagers, Azure Drakes, and big ol' whelps, of course, and a little bit of Evasive Wurm for some mid-range board contention. And we have the Miscreants for the early games with the Lackeys. Of course, we have stuff like Shivs and Eviscerates and Sinister Strikes that we can now fit in this deck, as well as some coins so that we can get out some early Tomb Pillagers, early 5-mana Dragons, always coin out our Miscreants, and if you draw them later in the game, there are potential extra damage with the preps. Okay, next up we have the absolute abomination of a deck that is Corbett's High Roll Big Rogue deck. I really hope this deck doesn't become meta. But basically, the idea behind this deck is you hit Theracat on 1, into Shining Finder on 2, into Necram Blade on 3, then you play a Faldori Strider or Necram Apothecary on 4, if you have the Necram Blade, ideally the Apothecary. You Apothecary into Deathwing Dragonlord's Death Rattle to pull the big boy dragons that you have in your hand now. Ideally, they are a little bit defensive, but you should be winning off of the big board anyway, so you don't need them to be, insanely strong, like a Deathwing. But in case you whiff on the Necram Apothecary high roll, you always have Faldori Strider into the Stowaway combo. So you Faldori Strider on 4, shuffle the spiders in, Stowaway on 5 to draw 2 of those spiders, and then you played a 5-mana 12/12 to help bridge you if you've whiffed on the Apothecary to your late game dragons. Again, whether you love or hate this deck, blame this one on Corbett. Alright, so next up we have an updated Even Pirate Rogue. We get Parachute Brigands for a more consistent and powerful early game to help bridge you to the powerful turn 4s. Don't know if this deck's going to be absolutely insane or still not very good, but I love my off-meta decks. And so Even Pirate Rogue, another one out there. Okay, so if Corbett's high roll big rogue deck wasn't, your style, we have an updated version that I've got of a normal big rogue deck, where you still are trying to take advantage of Necram Apothecary on 4. You've got Necroapothecary on 4 to do stuff like Mechanical Whelp, Sylve, and the Silver Vanguards. And then you always have your Charge as well. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just a decent deck. It's going to lose hard to aggro, but you've got potential. And if you like big minions, Big Rogue is always an option, and it's a more appealing option now that you have Apothecary. And if big minions aren't your style and hitting face is, what we have here is an updated Aggro Rogue. So I played this a little bit in the previous expansion, and it just never really took off because of Snip Block. But now that that's gone, you know, maybe just the pure good old face Rogue has a time to make its comeback. So this deck has 2 new updates with Blood Cell Flybooter, just a pretty good early game minion that helps fill out your curve. It's really good with Ship's Cannon and South Sea Captain. It's also a potential activator for stuff like your Evil Miscreants and Hooked Scimitars. And of course, we keep harping on this, but Parachute Brigand is really, really good for pirates in the early game. Okay, so speaking of updated meta decks, here's my take on the updated list that I would be running for Odd Rogue. So of course you've got the Faceless Corruptors, 5 mana, 5/4 ×2 with Rush, pretty nuts. And then we're also taking advantage of the Blood Cell Flybooters that are really, really good with stuff like Magic Carpet, Faceless Corruptor, Fungalmancers, Vile Slayers, and the Corridor Creepers. So they're just really, really good. They seem very, very underwhelming, right? But we're already playing stuff like Swashbuckler to help tutor out patches. If you feel like you need some more 3-drops, you can feel free to cut stuff like maybe Firefly or Salty Deckhand, or if the Flybooters aren't your style, you could try cutting those. If you really, really are inclined, you can try the history buff version of this deck, where the Flybooters get even more powerful because they give you 2 1/1s that also synergize with your history buff. But yeah, Odd Rogue, pretty good. I think this will be out there for one of the best decks in the format once the expansion hits, if you're looking to climb. And last but not least, I won't leave you with a meta deck. We've got Spectral Pillager OTK Rogue. So this deck, this combo was pointed out by SippyWee on Twitter. If you guys don't know him, check him out. He occasionally plays well. He used to be really, really good. But basically, the combo here, okay? So the combo here is you play Spirit of the Shark, okay? And then you will play Umbral Stalker, which gives you 3 coins. But you have the Shark, so it'll give you 6 coins now, okay? And then you're going to play all of your coins, and then you're going to Shadow Step the Umbral Stalker, and you'll play it again, and you're going to get 6 more coins, and then you're going to play all the coins, and then you're going to play a Spectral Pillager, and so now your Spectral Pillager shall deal 16 × 2 for a 32 damage OTK. However, in order to get this to work, you do need to run the Rogue Galakrond, because you really, really need Umbral Stalker in order for this to happen. Not going to be competitive at all means, but if you love fun OTK decks that are really difficult to pull off, definitely check this one out. I'm going to try to pull it off on day 1. Stay tuned to see if I can make it happen. But yeah, guys, that's it for the Rogue decks. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any ideas or suggestions or things that I just missed, make sure you guys leave them down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the expansion, and I will see you guys next time. Later.